So oscillators. Oscillators are the very first part in designing a lead sound, and that's because it's the oscillators that generate the initial static waveform. Different synthesizers will have different oscillators that generate different waveforms in different ways, but there certainly are a few similarities, and there are two waveforms in particular that you use most of the time when designing leads. These two waveforms are the square waves and the saw waves. And in the case of, say, circle 2, if I want to choose a square wave, I go to the analog oscillator. At the moment, this red oscillator is on VPS. I will choose analog oscillator. Currently, a sawtooth is selected. And I could choose, say, a square. In the case of Serum, a very popular software synthesizer, in the case of Serum, there are two main oscillators, oscillator A and oscillator B. And these oscillators are wavetable oscillators. So you choose a wavetable, and then by moving the wavetable position, you can choose the cycle you want to play. From the complete wavetable, which you can see by clicking the cycle in the oscillator. And finally, some synthesizers like Gladiator 2 here use their own special type of oscillator using a form of synthesis that is specific to that particular synthesizer. And in this case, it uses something called harmonic content morphing. You can choose a waveform in the oscillator. At the moment it's on a saw. I could choose, say, a pulse or a comb, whatever that is. But then some of the waveforms actually evolve over time by default. According to the morph mode, which I won't get into now. All I will do is just set it to be static. And you can choose the start position. Effectively choosing a different initial cycle for that oscillator. The key idea here though is that it's the oscillators, commonly abbreviated to OSC, that generate the initial cycle, the initial tone, the initial waveform that you can then manipulate and shape into your lead sound using all the other features of the synthesizer.